Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have to talk about Ezra Miller and the Flash movie. For a long time now, I have not talked about the ongoing drama with the Flash movie as the reports have been so contrasting and confusing. But now I feel it is the right time for me to talk about it as it no longer affects just Ezra Miller, but also the DCEU. Make sure to stay until the end of the video because that is when I say what I think Warner Bros. Discovery should do with the Flash movie. So over the past couple of months, there has been contrasting reports about what Ezra has and hasn't done. But the reports seem to have increased recently and it looks like Warner Bros. Discovery may have to step in. Yesterday, Ezra posted images on his Instagram story mocking the authorities who are looking for him based on new accusations. So, not only is he currently hiding from the authorities, but shortly after posting these stories, he deleted his entire Instagram account. Now, I have seen a lot of people saying that if he is innocent, then why is he hiding? Which is true. If you are innocent, it wouldn't make sense to hide from the people who can prove your innocence. But I am a strong believer in innocent until proven guilty. That doesn't mean I think he is innocent though. All it means is that I don't think I can make a clear decision on whether he is guilty or not without knowing all the facts. Until then, I am neutral. Not opinions, not news articles, not allegations. I want to see facts. That is what the authorities will eventually have. They have the most knowledge, so I don't really think I have the right to decide if he is guilty or not with so little verified information. The latest report is that a mother and her 12-year-old child have been granted a temporary harassment prevention order against Ezra Miller after he allegedly threatened their family and showed inappropriate behavior towards the child. If this is true, then that is disgusting, and I hope Ezra Miller is punished accordingly, and that goes with all these reports. If they are true, then I believe he should be punished appropriately, and I wouldn't have him as the Flash anymore. But that is if he is guilty. We do have someone who is apparently very close to Ezra Miller, who has posted a video defending him. He is called Whitney Sutters, and this is what he had to say.
Hey guys, it's Whitney Sutters here. I'm here to address some issues with the media right now that we're having with Ezra Miller and myself. And I just want to let you know that the stuff coming out of Greenfield, Massachusetts, which has a restraining order with harassment, is patently false. The lead singer of my band lives below these people. They've thrust themselves into situations when Ezra's been with me at their house where they've come down to meet them and spend a couple minutes with them, and that's it. However, the lead singer tells me that Chase Iron Eyes contacted Shannon, the mother who lives upstairs, a few days ago, and all of a sudden they do this. So she also got a new Toyota Camry all of a sudden, out of nowhere. What does this say to you? Do you trust the media? Do you trust one side of the story? I wouldn't, and I wouldn't on anything else. I'm not going to bring up anything else right now, but honestly, in all honesty, everything is not true. I just got to say, this was our band. Ezra has sat in with our band a couple times, been a huge fan of Rebel Alliance. And we're a hardworking band. We've been together 10 years. We have albums out. We tour. We have a really good reputation, as do I. And as should Ezra at this point. Everything, I'll get into detail. I'm going to be making some more videos, people, because I'm about done with all this. Like, this whole thing where one of my friends, who lives in the same house, it's like she ruined relationships. You don't just do that out of nowhere. She was taking pictures of the band and all that. Chase Iron Eyes, guys. Chase Iron Eyes. The guy, fed money to stop Standing Rock, from what I heard, and stuff like that. So, who knows who's funding them now. But there's money coming in, and it's going out to people like Shannon to defame Ezra Miller, defamation. And at some point, this will, I know Ezra wouldn't want to sue anyone, but geez, it's like people are opening themselves big time to this with no proof. And we have witnesses. We have multiple adults living downstairs that know Shannon and we're there, who will come forward shortly to discuss this kind of stuff, because they are livid as well. They can't believe that this would happen to somebody over and over. So anyway, I'm out checking the apples out in the orchard. and we're basically on lockdown. We have death threats and whatnot. Our whole team, everybody's under these death threats, and geez, thanks a lot, Shannon. Keep it up. To everyone else out there who supports us, Ezra loves each and every one of you, as do I. The Flash movie's coming out. It's going to be amazing. By next year, we're going to be heroes. So let's chat later.
So he claims Ezra is being falsely accused, and if that is true, then that is awful, and the people who falsely accused him should be punished. This is what I mean when I say it's very messy and confusing, which is why I am staying neutral on this situation. Grace Randolph has weighed in her opinion, and while she may not be the most reliable with certain news, I do think she has the right film industry knowledge to judge what they will do with this movie. She said, "I think it's taking Warner Brothers so long to decide what to do because Ezra Miller is the star of The Flash, which is not just in the can, but a lot of the VFX are done. Has this ever happened before with a star of a film? But I'm pretty sure it'll either get scrapped or go to HBO Max." Now, being moved to HBO Max would be a big move in itself, but being scrapped altogether has huge consequences for the DCEU moving forward. The Flash movie was going to change the DC Extended Universe unlike any DC film had done before, erasing Superman, sending Batfleck to another world, and bringing Supergirl and a 70-year-old Batman into this universe. The point is, The Flash being scrapped would force other DC films that are set after it to be changed, which I believe are Aquaman 2 and Shazam 2, even though weirdly enough are both set to release before The Flash. If the movie that was supposed to change the DCEU forever is going to be scrapped, then what happens to the DCEU moving forward? Do they go with a new plan? Do they create a new Flash film with a new Barry Allen? What do they do? Even if it goes to HBO Max, that would still affect the DCEU moving forward because clearly they don't want it to get attention. There definitely would not be a sequel with Ezra Miller, and they may not even continue with the consequences of that film because they don't want to acknowledge it. Now, I've seen some people suggest that they should just reshoot all of Ezra Miller's scenes, but the problem with that is that he is almost in every single scene. The level of reshooting that they will have to do would be immense and may not be worth their time. I don't think there really is any right answer as to what to do, but I can imagine that there are two reasons why Warner Brothers hasn't made a statement yet. The first is that they probably don't know what is really going on either, and are probably hesitant to make a big decision like removing an actor from a big role, as they did the same with Johnny Depp, and look at the backlash they got. The second reason is that this is such a big decision for the studio. They are probably going to need to take a lot of time with this decision, as it won't just affect this movie, but the entire DCEU. If the allegations are true, I really don't think the DCEU will continue as what was planned with the Flash movie. The drama surrounding the movie before this Ezra Miller news was divisive enough, but now adding Ezra to the mix has decimated this film's reputation. A divisive scooper by the name of My Time to Shine did have a few things to say a few days ago. The old management assured David Zaslav that this new timeline and new Justice League they are getting together using the Flash movie is what the fans want. Let's show them they're wrong. #DestroyTheFlush. Now, I don't want to be promoting a hashtag like that, but I do agree with the fact that I don't want to have this as the new Justice League. I think the one we have now is perfect. Now, obviously, a certain recast may be needed depending on these investigations, but the only way I could possibly accept the new DCEU's Justice League is if I knew that the original Justice League, as in Snyder's Justice League, still existed in the multiverse, and that we were going to see it in the future, because I think they are way too good to be replaced by this. I simply could not love a DC universe where Superman did not exist, where we only have a 70-year-old Batman, and where this was the only Justice League we were ever gonna see. I'm fine with this new DCEU happening, and I'll fully support it, but only if we will see other universes continue like the Snyderverse, because I think this new DCEU looks the weakest out of all the options out there. In the grand scheme of things, the future of this Flash movie and the DCEU is really nothing compared to what has happened to the alleged victims. Finding out the truth as to what has happened with Ezra Miller is the top priority. But obviously, we are a movie news channel that mainly focuses on the DCEU, so that is where my focus will be. Not because I think it is more important than the investigation, but because my channel is not designed to talk about those sorts of things. The only reason I am talking about it is because now it affects the Flash film and the DCEU's future. Whatever happens with the investigation, I hope the people who are guilty are punished and the innocent are looked after. But swaying our focus back to the Flash movie, what do you think Warner Bros. Discovery should do? And what do you think they will do? Should they scrap the film now? Should they wait? Should they recast the character and reshoot the majority of the movie? Whatever you think, let me know in the comments below. To make a personal decision as to what they should do with the Flash movie if Ezra is guilty, I have to take my personal feelings about what they are doing to the DCEU with the Flash movie out of the picture. So, with an unbiased, purely logical and financial perspective, I would scrap the Flash movie. Now that may seem biased, but hear me out. The divisive atmosphere surrounding this movie is not only dangerous to the movie, but to the entire brand of DC. Think about it. If you keep a guilty Ezra in the movie, fans will boycott it, and a negative reputation will be created at the newly rebranded company. If you recast and reshoot the film, the focus of the movie will mainly be on that news rather than the actual story being told. If you scrap the film and come up with a new plan that keeps Superman and Batman as the focal points of the DC universe, like Zaslav wants, you not only make DC fans happy, but you also rebuild trust and create a positive reputation for the company that has been missing for a long time. Yes, you will lose the $200 million that Warner Bros. Invested in this film, but you may have saved the company from losing any more money from the DC universe. It sounds more simple than it would be because we are ignoring all the legal stuff that goes into making these films, but I think it is the best route to go down. Like I said, I don't think there is factually a correct answer, but there are a lot of avenues they can go down. Hopefully they make the best decision possible that is not only fair, but also one that makes all DC fans happy, if that is somehow possible. That is, if the allegations are true though. If they are false, then I doubt anything will happen and the Flash movie would continue as it is, and we would expect to see it next year. Right now, it seems like a waiting game, and I'm just hoping we find out the truth soon. But that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. I hope to see you here again soon, so until then, have a great day. Bye!